Welcome back to my YouTube channel Coin Secrets. Imagine walking into your kitchen, reaching into an old jar of coins, and pulling out a penny that could pay off your mortgage, cover your children's college tuition, and still leave you with a 7-figure bank account. Sounds impossible? Well, it isn't. One very ordinary looking coin, the 1976 Lincoln 1 cent, has shocked collectors worldwide with auction values reaching as high as $432,000. But now here's the question. Could one of these life-changing pennies be hiding in your home right now? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, and more importantly, how to avoid the heartbreaking mistake of spending away a fortune. And no, I'm not telling you to raid your piggy bank just yet. Unless, of course, it's been sitting in your closet since 1976, in which case, maybe grab a flashlight. In 1976, America celebrated its bicentennial, 200 years of freedom, history, and resilience. While quarters and half dollars received patriotic designs, the humble Lincoln cent quietly continued with its traditional portrait. Yet, hidden in those pennies struck at the Denver Mint was a secret few could predict. A rare combination of die errors, misstrikes, and unique minting qualities turned an everyday coin into a millionaire's ticket. Collectors call it the silent millionaire penny because it doesn't look special at first glance. No flashy eagle, no unusual color, just Lincoln's face. And that's what makes it so dangerous, you could spend it without knowing. But what exactly separates a $432,000 penny from one worth, well, just 1 cent? The answer may surprise you. Think about it, if you dropped this coin on the street, would anyone chase you down yelling, "Sir, you just dropped your house deposit"? Probably not. But maybe they should. The D-mint mark below the date, showing it was struck in Denver die varieties, such as double strikes or misaligned dies, creating unique imperfections, condition coins in pristine, uncirculated state command astronomical prices. Now, here's where it gets intense. Most people don't even bother checking their coins. They spend them, donate them, or leave them to gather dust. Imagine finding out you gave away a 6-figure fortune for a candy bar. Painful, isn't it? And yet, there's one shocking truth collectors rarely talk about, something that could instantly double the value of your penny. I'll reveal it in just a moment. The secret isn't just the mint mark or the year, it's the story the coin tells. Collectors are not just buying metal. They're buying history, rarity, and the thrill of owning something that almost no one else on earth has. That's why a single 1976 Lincoln penny has sold for nearly $500,000, and here's the kicker, values are still climbing. With every passing year, pristine examples vanish into private collections. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to find one in the wild. So yes, now you officially have permission to dig through that shoebox of coins in your attic. Just don't blame me if your family thinks you've turned into a treasure hunter. Time is running out. Each day, fewer of these rare pennies remain in circulation. That means your window of opportunity to uncover a $432,000 treasure is closing fast. Think about it, one coin, one discovery, could transform your life. From debt-free living to generational wealth, the chance is sitting quietly in your pocket change. So, don't underestimate the penny, it might just be the most powerful coin in your collection. And if you think the 1976 penny is unbelievable, wait until you hear about the dime from 2017 that stunned collectors by selling for over $622,000. But that's a story for another video. Check your change, search your jars, and if you own a 1976 Lincoln penny, handle it with care. It might just be your ticket to a wealthy future. Subscribe now, because the next coin we uncover could be the key to your fortune. Imagine reaching into your pocket, pulling out an old penny, and realizing it could be worth more than your entire house. Sounds impossible, right? But one particular penny, minted in 1979 with a small d under the date, has stunned collectors and investors alike. One of these coins recently sold for a staggering $643,000. Yes, that's nearly $750,000 for a coin most people would overlook as pocket change. So the next time someone tells you, it's just a penny, you might want to check if it's the penny that could pay for your dream mansion. But why is this small piece of copper so valuable? Why does a coin most people casually toss into a jar have the power to change someone's life forever? In today's video, we'll uncover the secrets behind the 1979 D. Lincoln 1-cent penny. We'll explore its history, what makes it so rare, and how you can determine if the pennies hiding in your drawer could be worth a fortune. Stick with me, because by the end, you'll know exactly what to look for, and the small details that could make you a millionaire. Let's rewind to 1979. America was facing economic turbulence, high inflation, skyrocketing interest rates, and a society rapidly shifting into the modern era. Amid this turmoil, the U.S. Mint continued producing the Lincoln Memorial Penny. At the Denver Mint, marked with the tiny D beneath the date, millions of pennies were struck. But within those millions, just a handful were minted with extraordinary features that defied expectations. Most 1979 D pennies are worth, well, a penny. But certain rare varieties, those struck with unusual errors, pristine conditions, or unique minting characteristics, carry unimaginable value. Collectors have paid up to $643,000 for one in immaculate condition. That's the price of a luxury car collection, a beachside villa, or an early retirement. The thought is terrifying. How many of these life-changing coins were unknowingly spent at a gas station or lost in a vending machine? But what makes these coins so incredibly special? The answer lies in the details invisible to the untrained eye. When you hold a 1979 D. Lincoln penny, here's what to inspect. Some coins display double strikes, off-center designs, or even dramatic die cracks. Pennies graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can jump from a few dollars to hundreds of thousands instantly. Remember, in 1979, pennies were still mostly copper, not zinc. This adds intrinsic metal value, but it's the condition and rarity that skyrocket its worth. And no, polishing your old pennies with toothpaste won't turn them into a $500,000 jackpot, it'll actually ruin their value. So please, keep the Colgate away from history. Now imagine this, somewhere in your house, maybe in an old coffee can, a dusty drawer, or that forgotten coin jar, you could be holding a piece of history that transforms your financial future. A single penny with the potential to buy your dream home, pay off your debts, and give you the freedom to live life on your terms. It's not just a coin, it's a key to opportunity. But here's the chilling truth, most people never bother to look. Imagine a coin so small, so ordinary, that millions of people walked past it without a second glance. And yet, that very coin, a humble 1964 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny, could be the key to unlocking over $400,000 of hidden fortune. Now here's the question, do you have one hiding in your pocket, your drawer, or maybe in an old jar of change collecting dust in your attic? Because if you do, your life might change forever. And the clock is ticking, because the window to cash in may be closing faster than you think. The year is 1964. The Beatles just landed in America, the Civil Rights Act is signed, and the United States Mint is working overtime to produce billions of Lincoln cents. Most of these pennies? Completely ordinary. Worth exactly 1 cent, but then, a rare anomaly emerges at the Denver Mint. Some 1964 D. Lincoln pennies were struck with unusual errors, die variations, and nearly perfect preservation, turning a coin you'd overlook into a collector's dream. Funny, isn't it? You might have tossed one of these coins into a gumball machine years ago, and now it could pay for a luxury car, or even a small house. But what makes one of these pennies worth $432,000 today, while the others are barely worth a cent? Let's dig deeper. There are three powerful forces that drive the value of a 1964 D. Lincoln penny into the hundreds of thousands: condition and preservation. Collectors call it mint state. Imagine a coin struck in 1964, yet still gleaming as if it left the press yesterday. Pristine coins are the holy grail. Error strikes and variations. Some 1964 D pennies carry doubled dies, misstrikes, or rare composition errors. These quirks, caused by mistakes at the mint, skyrocket demand. Scarcity meets demand. Out of billions produced, only a handful survived in this condition. When scarcity meets passionate collectors with deep pockets, prices explode. And here's the chilling part, experts say there may be only a few dozen of these high-value coins left in existence. Which means every passing year, your chance of finding one slips further away. So yes, checking your old penny jar isn't just nostalgia, it's basically treasure hunting in your kitchen. Who needs Indiana Jones when you've got Tupperware full of coins? But this isn't just about a penny. It's about what it represents. Because if you find one, your lifestyle, your future, even your legacy could change. You discover a 1964 mint mark penny in near perfect condition. You send it for grading. Weeks later, you receive the certificate, mint state gem. At auction, collectors swarm, bidding higher and higher, until the hammer falls at $432,000. But now imagine what you could do with nearly $500,000. Pay off debts. Invest in real estate. Retire early. Create the lifestyle you've always dreamed of, and here's the urgent truth: these opportunities don't last forever. Each time one of these pennies is found, authenticated, and sold, the supply dwindles. The rarity intensifies, and so does the competition. So ask yourself, is one of these fortune-changing pennies sitting unnoticed in your home right now? Don't wait. Start searching. Check your drawers, your attic, your family's old coin jars. Because every day you hesitate, another collector secures their fortune. This isn't just a story about a penny. It's a reminder that hidden wealth is closer than you think, if only you're willing to look for it. If you want to uncover more hidden treasures like this one, subscribe now and join us on the journey to unlocking America's secret fortunes, one coin at a time. Imagine holding a single penny in your hand, a penny so powerful, it could erase debt, buy a dream home, and secure your family's future. Sounds impossible, right? Well, what if I told you that a simple 1965 Lincoln cent without a mint mark has recently been valued at a staggering $325,000, and some rare finds have even been rumored to reach into the millions? Today, we're diving deep into this unassuming little coin that could transform ordinary lives into extraordinary fortunes. Now, before you rush to raid your piggy bank, let's be clear: not every penny is a jackpot. Otherwise, we'd all be billionaires, and Walmart parking lots would look like Wall Street trading floors. But here's the scary part: thousands of Americans have unknowingly spent pennies worth life-changing money. Could you have already let $325,000 slip through your fingers without even realizing it? Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to identify this rare treasure, and whether or not you might already own one. The year was 1965. America was in transition. Civil rights movements, space exploration, and cultural revolutions were reshaping the nation. But quietly, at the U.S. Mint, a new policy was being enforced. To discourage coin hoarding, the Mint temporarily stopped using mint marks on coins. This means every 1965 penny you see has no mint mark, but only a fraction carry the rare characteristics that make them worth hundreds of thousands of dollars today. Think about it: a coin without a mint mark, basically a penny missing its signature. Kind of like a celebrity showing up at the Oscars without makeup. Still valuable, but only a rare few turn heads. So, what separates a regular 1965 penny from one worth $325,000? Three things: condition, errors, and rarity. Coins preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition can skyrocket in value. A flawless 1965 penny graded at the highest level by PCGS or NGC is a financial goldmine. Some 1965 pennies were struck with doubling errors, off-center strikes, or unusual planchet issues. These mistakes, ironically, are what collectors pay a fortune for. The simple fact that very few high-quality 1965 no-mint mark pennies remain today makes them incredibly desirable. It's supply and demand, and scarcity rules the market. But here's the burning question: how do you know if your 1965 penny is one of these life-changing rarities? Let's break it down step by step. Start with the basics: pick up your 1965 penny. Check for its shine, its strike, and any noticeable errors. The higher the grade, the higher the potential value. But beware, counterfeits exist, and not every shiny coin is a golden ticket. And here's why you must act now: as awareness grows, collectors are racing to secure these coins, driving up the market value. Waiting could mean losing out on tens of thousands of dollars. Don't worry, you don't need a jeweler's monocle or Indiana Jones whip, just a magnifying glass and a little patience. And if you think this coin is rare now, wait until you hear about the bidding wars happening behind closed doors. In recent auctions, a 1965 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in top condition sold for $325,000. And experts believe that if a near-perfect specimen surfaces, it could climb into the millions. Just imagine one coin, smaller than a thumbnail, holding the power to change